All right. Deadman's Tome podcast with your hosts, Mr. Deadman, Becky, and SK. How's it going?
Fine. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing A-okay.
No, it's not Friday.
Yeah, it's just Monday, man. It's just the start of the week. I mean, how bad was your Monday?
It was not the worst Monday I've ever had.
Okay. Well, so just about
Why
average.
do you
then.
want it to be Friday already?
Well, it's like that fishing T-shirt, right? Or the fishing bumper sticker. The worst day fishing is better than the best day in the office. So the worst Friday is better than the best Monday.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Sounds about right. Okay, and also our guest tonight.
But it doesn't really matter. I got to do this show both of those days, so fuck it.
Yeah, right. Contractual duties and all. Anyway, our guest tonight, guys,
That's right.
is Pansy Franzi. Pansy Franzi, how's it going?
What?
Thanks very much for having me. I'm just honored.
I mean, I know that, right? That's your name. I mean, that's what I have right here on the screen. I don't know why people are laughing.
Jesse, turn the paper up the other way around.
Okay. Well, on the other way around, it says
that only
you
helps
don't
if you
want
can
me to
read.
say this name, Becky. No.
Oh, God, no.
Pansy
No.
Franzi, tell us. Well, actually, wait. Do we have any shout outs? Do we have anything we need? Any housekeeping stuff we need to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I guess we got to take care of that.
I have an
first.
ad.
Okay. Let's read the ad. Let's take care of the ad.
Okay. This is a book by E.L. Du Bois. The devil went down to Texas. Big mistake. Yesterday, James Cowboy Stone was Ransom's golden boy, a football god. Today he is their savior, a warrior in a destiny he never expected. The devil got a hold of Cowboy's small West Texas town, and all hell's broken loose. His friends have become enemies, and the love of his life, gone. Death surrounds him, but what must be will be. He's already lost everything, so now he'll do anything necessary to stop the evil. Cowboy has a plan to do, has a job to do, or the entire world will pay. He has one night to save humanity, one night to derail the devil's plans. Is the battle of good versus evil? Will the hero prevail, or will he pay the ultimate price while the world burns around him? Whatever happens, in life or in death, there will be hell to pay.
Gotcha.
Ransom, Texas.
Ransom, Texas. All right. And a few other things real fast. Meat Grinder writing contest. Okay, some people had a question about this. And the Meat Grinder writing contest, if you submit a story, you do keep your rights. You, the author, the writer, keep your rights. The only thing you are agreeing to with me is that I'm running the story in the contest. Once the contest is over, the story is pulled off the blog, off the site. That's it. And if I keep it up by mistake, just let me know. I'll take it down, but I'll make sure it's taken down. Don't worry. And I'm not even going to claim that I published it because I just ran it in the contest. That's the whole thing. You just ran it in the contest. The other thing is, I feel like the show needs to be a little bit more involved in the horror writing community. I mean, I know we have amazing guests, but I'm saying like maybe doing shout outs of like submission calls and stuff. You know what I'm saying? What do you think, Becky? What do you think, SK?
Right. I agree.
Were you talking to me?
Yeah, I was talking to everybody.
Sorry.
Put the drink down. Quit taking the pills and listen.
I'm sipping on some rum and coke over here, man. Come on. Hey, by the way, okay, I guess now's the proper time. Okay, we got to do some. Yeah.
To answer your question, though, on the one hand, yes, do more horror. There's actually two syllables in that, by the way.
Horror.
No, there's not.
Yeah, look it up.
No. No.
Horror.
Horror, yes.
Okay.
Horror.
I like the way Becky pronounces it. Horror.
But the other side of it is, I think I've really also enjoyed our non-horror guests.
Oh, they're great too. They're great.
And what they bring.
Yes. Man, I have some amazing times on the show when we reach out to guests that are outside or kind of, I guess, just a hard bubble.
Norm.
Yeah, hard norm. You know, that's some fun. It mixes it up a bit. And I hear that the listeners like it too, because it's like amazing guests. I'm like, I never heard of this person before. Man, that's cool. And tonight we have an amazing show planned. We're definitely going to talk about Romeo Lacoste, but he's apparently outed as a sexual deviant, a sexual predator. He was perping on a 14, 15-year-old girl, knowing that, and they were his fans. We'll get into that later on. We'll get into that. There's a creepers on Facebook lurking about, and then, of course, we have our amazing guest, Panty Fancy. All right, Panty Fancy, who are you and what do you do?
My name is Kenzie Jennings.
What?
And oh no.
Yeah.
Yes. Surprise!
Way to go, Jesse. That's so hard to pronounce.
I swear, it's looking like Panty Fancy over here. Man.
I told you to turn the damn paper around.
Did I say this was rum and coke or did I say it was absinthe? Because man,
get your wife to read to you next time.
I don't know if she made it back from out of town.
I bet you did.
I bet she's gonna.
Okay. All right. Kenzie Jennings, who are you and what do you do?
I am an English professor living in Central Florida. In terms of that's pretty much what I do.
That must be a
teach.
difficult job.
In that location.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You are.
Yes, it is.
Do you feel like you're trying to save Florida? Do you feel like you're trying to save them?
Oh no. See, I'm past that threshold.
Oh.
You know, I'm in the kind of okay, it is what it is. I'm gonna see what I can do, but I can't create miracles. So, yeah.
So okay, hold on. I got a question. On a given day, how many Florida men? I mean, you know what I mean by the Florida man, right?
Yes, I do. I'm in Polk County. We are the Florida man.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah. We were the meth capital of the U.S. for a while. So.
Wow.
That's
We've been talking about doing an entire show just off of Florida man, Florida woman headlines.
Yeah. Yep. It comes from somewhere.
So you still managed to get people enrolled in your classes. That's awesome.
Well, yeah.
They come from out of state.
Well, yeah.
All right.
My classes fill up. They're pretty good, but yeah, it doesn't mean I teach them well. So.
Oh yeah, it does.
So, this is why I got into horror writing. I just, but yeah, it's a difficult
true
job.
life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I got to ask.
Okay, how often during a semester do you pause class and go, hold on, I got to write this shit down. Nobody's going to believe this.
Well, it's really funny you say that because a big part of reception was actually written in the library during their research paper time when they were researching. So yeah, I mean, it's not about obviously school, but yeah, I do. I actually do sometimes. So
wow. So wait. Are you saying the reception is based on real life stuff that you've seen in your classroom?
No. No, it's not at all.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Well, first, like
the reception, is that about, Bridezilla?
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, it's not really about Bridezilla. It's about the groom's family.
Oh. Nice.
And it's this woman who's coming out of a rehab facility for the weekend to be in her sister's wedding. And there's a lot of family tension going on. And, they've kind of estranged her. She becomes the black sheep. So, and then during the reception, the groom's family reveals themselves to be cannibals. And the whole thing is a setup so that they can feed. And that's basically the gist of reception. So,
Who hasn't been to a wedding like this, honestly?
Yeah, right? Those are the fun
it
ones.
I mean, I based it on a place. I told my baby sister, it's actually set in Texas. It's in Hill Country.
That's crazy.
She lived in Austin for a while, and there was this horrible resort where she got married. And I mean, it was creepy. Like, they didn't have night staff, and the phones didn't work, and there was loose wiring everywhere. I mean, it was really bad.
What's that?
Sorry.
That was
That was me.
Oh, shit.
Somebody was trying to call.
It was the Italian Boomhauer. He was trying to call you, Becky.
No, he was not.
No. He called me the other day and was like, oh, well, he was like, Jesse, where's the hijab video? And I was like, what? What? No, I'm not doing no hijab video. Italian Boomhauer. It's a long story.
Nicholas Passion.
Nicholas Passion.
Oh, really?
You know of him.
Of course I do.
Wow, that's small world.
Well, you got me beat because I didn't know about him until he was on the show.
Man.
I saw, I was going through your videos. I saw that there was one with him on it, and I did not want to listen to it.
Oh,
it's actually a really good show.
It is actually.
Really was.
It is amazing. It is very entertaining.
It will melt your brain, though. I'm not going to lie to you, Kenzie. I like it.
Exactly it. I couldn't. I already had.
Yeah.
I think it's a fair assumption that you are appreciative of well-chosen words, and you will get none of that out of the show.
And being able to understand most of what someone says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like another hour when Jesse and I are completely sloshed.
Understood. I'm sorry I can't drink tonight, but I'll just enjoy the
That's okay. So.
Well, Mike Ianbach told me that I am supposed to say a word for Kenzie.
Oh, what's that?
You have to say the word. Yeah.
Poem.
Poem.
I hope.
I love your accent. I do. I really do.
I hope the day never comes when I stop laughing at that.
I love it.
You and everybody else.
Kenzie
I just enjoy it too much.
Kenzie says it's her accent.
It is.
It's adorable.
Poem.
I'm a Midwesterner, and I'm so boring.
Let me ask my wife. Hold on.
Oh, and now my brother is saying, I need to say another word for you.
I know what it is.
I bet you do.
Even my wife.
Tell her what the word is first.
Weird.
Oh.
Yes.
Weird.
That's the word.
Hey, by the way, even my wife finds poem weird. Actually, she finds it annoying. It bugs the hell out of her. She's like,
what?
Poem? Yeah.
That's not nice.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I find it delightfully entertaining.
I think it's endearing. It is, yeah.
It just tickles me every time.
My wife said...
It really does.
It does, because he laughs at me.
Well, okay, what about pecan? Is it pecan or is it pecan?
Pecan.
Are you asking? Oh.
Pecan.
It's pecan, right? It's pecan.
It's
pecan. A pecan is something that you pee in.
Huh.
And then there's weird.
Weird.
Damn it. Weird.
What?
Weird. Tell her the right word, SK.
Okay.
Weird.
So, Kenzie, you teach English? Can you help Becky?
She doesn't teach.
Help for Becky.
I teach writing. If I had to teach oral English, oral interpretation, I don't know how I would do that.
Yeah.
Well, we all know that I'm not teaching it.
Well, I guess let's just go ahead and go into. Tell us about reception. Tell us about this book. It's brand new, right? This is your first book.
It's brand. Yeah. It is my debut book. Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't going to be. I'd had a contract with another publishing company for a superhero chick lit book.
A superhero chick lit? Chick lit?
Yeah.
Okay, I said chick lit. Okay, chick lit. Okay.
Chick lit. Yeah.
Chiclet's
Like
a kind of gum.
You know? Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know how to pitch it, so I pitched it as Bridget Jones meets Wonder Woman, and they liked it. So.
But
they didn't like it?
No,
they
did.
did.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
But the publishing company had a problem. Something happened, and so I got they stopped publishing novels, and I got my rights back for it. So
okay,
it was my debut, but now Reception is my debut with Death's Head Crash. So
interesting.
That's in the nutshell.
I'm also very interested in this superhero chick lit book. That sounds very interesting. But we'll talk about that later. But man, okay. So what's going on with Reception?
Well, I mean, it came out the 15th. It came out on Friday.
Oh wow. Okay.
And yeah, I mean, I guess it's gotten some buzz. I don't really know. I don't see. This is my first time. I love horror. I've been a fan of the genre since I was a kid, but I've never really dabbled in writing it. I was always too afraid to write it. I don't know. I was afraid about my skills weren't very good, because I always think that horror writers can capture atmosphere so well, so perfectly, and that was one thing I didn't feel confident in. So, but yeah, I mean, I wrote it after I told my sister, I said, I'm writing about this place where you got married. And then it just kind of formulated into this story about a wedding going wrong, and cannibals and craziness. And so it just went from there.
Wow.
I changed. Yeah. The ending is really, it's going to be a source of contention. The people who are going to like it and people who are going to hate it. And I don't really give a shit. I really like it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's the way I wanted it to end, and I think it's the right way. But we'll see.
Okay. Now I'm looking at the listing right now on Amazon. So brand new. Already has 5 stars. Looks like 3 reviews, but still pretty good. 5 stars right there. And just the best sellers ranking is like 63,000, which for brand new, just released. I mean, while of course we all wanted to be in the top 100, right? We dream of being in the top 100. That is not. I've seen much worse. I've seen even some Deadman's Tome publications releases be much worse than that. So that's not bad. I mean, the way I look at it, anyway.
Not bad. Yeah. Not bad at all.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
Well, it's only a couple days out too.
Yeah, exactly. And who was I talking to about this? I can't. I was talking about sending a couple copies to a couple people, and I can't do much because there are people who ordered it over the weekend too. So again, it's brand new, and we'll just see. We'll just see what happens with it.
Okay. Now, you said the story has cannibals. It's in the hill country of Texas, and you have cannibals. So, were you thinking Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Oh yeah, sort of. I mean, they're not really like a mutated family and that wear skins on their face or anything. It's like Texas oil rich people. The rich people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Flashier.
The rich family, the oil family. They found a new type of meat that they really like. Okay, gotcha. Now,
well, I've been out there in West Texas. I've driven through it, and yeah, that makes it starting to make a lot of sense.
Yeah,
there's not much out there but dirt.
Yep. You can see. I mean, Texas is a massive state, and has a lot of just emptiness to it. You could hide all sorts of stuff.
people don't really appreciate the size of it because, listen, this is a true story. I drove from Seattle to Dallas one time, and going through that West Texas desert down towards Abilene and all that, and there you'd be driving down the highway, and there'd be some iron archway over a dirt road that would say somebody ranch, and this dirt road would literally go to the horizon, and all you would see is the dirt road.
Yep.
You couldn't even see as far as where the house was.
Yeah. I drove. My little sister, and I drove from Austin to my parents' house in New Mexico. So we drove through those deadlands where there was no reception out there, and it was funny because we got a little frightened, we got a little scared, and then we hit the first town, and finally civilization, and she was looking around saying, "I have no idea where we are," and I just looked out the window and I said, "Roswell."
Ooh,
and she said, "What?" And I pointed at the street lights. They have those like alien head covers for the lights. Like, you're in Roswell. So, we passed the military installation and everything, but it was funny. So, but yeah, there's nothing out there. It's scary.
The black mailbox and all of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, it's one of those areas where it's like so barren and so isolated that I'm surprised people still live out there. But they do.
Yeah.
They do. And okay.
Yeah. That land. They got that land. It doesn't matter if it's dirt.
Yep. They'll do something with it. I don't know what they do with it now, but they'll do something with it. Okay. And the other thing. Now, I could just the premise alone, you're going, they're going to they're going to this place, and it's isolated, and all of a sudden their cell phone's not working. But that happens. People are going to be, oh, man, that's just a horror trope. Yeah. But that happens, especially here in Texas. Where I live, I can just drive down the road, and, like, my cell reception stops. There's, like, dead zones,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
it is such a horror trope. I remember hearing, like, a panel discussion on it. I think it was Jeff Burke from Deadite Press who was talking about that was like one of the tropes that really drove him crazy. And I felt like saying, this is what happens,
It does.
And
absolutely.
And the thing is, like, the people that would, like, this sort of family that would do this thing, we're going to kind of go into a little bit more detail what they're doing. You don't want to give it all away, but I do want to give, I'm going to give like a tease, like a strip tease to the audience about this book. You know what I'm saying? Like when the cell reception's down, when there's no way to communicate to the outside, that's how they get you. Like, you're trapped. Where are you going to go?
Yep. Yep, exactly. Especially if you're not familiar with the place.
Well, duh. You can go anywhere you want if you got no cell reception. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter. You're free. You're free. Run.
That's right. Yes, that's
So get this. Yeah. So there 10 years ago when cell phones, all right, so maybe closer to 20 years ago, but still like in the 2000s. I forget where we're at. But in the year 2002, there were still towns up in the mountains of Washington State who had no landlines.
Oh yeah, I believe that.
They were so far isolated that they had to drive down the mountain to get to a place that had telephone lines.
Yeah, well, it sounds like Appalachia too. It's just the thought of being near that sort of. Just a phone itself symbolizes civilization. So I believe it. Yeah, for sure.
And if any of our listeners don't believe that there are spots without cell phone coverage, for God's sakes, get out of the city for a minute. Jesus.
Yeah, exactly.
Come to my house.
Come to the Florida swamp.
I don't think that's a real invitation from Becky, but
no. It is not.
It might be from Kenzie, though. Go to the Florida swamps. Go hang out with the alligators and whatever. Is it alligators or crocodiles? I mean, over there, is it
Alligators.
Okay.
Yeah, gators. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think there are a few crocodiles that have escaped into the wild over there too.
Well, I mean, there's those huge prehistoric-looking ones that just wander on the golf courses.
Yeah.
Really?
We have one in. It's called Circle K Ranch, and it's just a place. It's a preserve that people can go visit.
Yeah.
And people have got pictures of it, and it looks fake. And it's so big. It looks like a dinosaur, and you're like, what the hell is it doing? Yeah, it's insane.
And that's on a golf course?
It's just wanders on the golf course.
They don't do anything about it? I mean, that could be
talk
cute.
about a mulligan.
Have you seen that? You guys haven't seen that image? Yeah, you need to look that up.
It's flipping huge.
Okay, now this might explain why Florida is like, the mental facility of America, pretty much. It's things are wild over there. Like even nature's wild. It's like here's a huge prehistoric crocodile just laying out.
It's like the Australia of America.
It is
exactly what it is.
Oh, Circle B Bar.
Man. And
Circle B Bar Reserve.
And keep in mind, that was coming from a Texan. I knew Texas is crazy
Holy
too.
Jesus.
I gotta take a look at this thing. What is it called?
Circle B Bar Reserve.
Circle B Bar Reserve.
I'm not kidding. This
D.
Do you see it?
Let's see.
I'm looking at some pictures. This fucker's eating another alligator.
No, he's not. Is he? Oh, he is.
Yes, he is.
He is.
No.
That's a video.
God.
That's a YouTube video. Hold on, let me play this real fast.
This guy could, that waddle under the chin thing. He could fit a whole sheep in there.
Yes.
All right, I put on the stream the YouTube video, and I could play this thing right now. I want to hear this thing. I want to hear it. Like what happens here? Oh my God! He has an alligator in his mouth. Is that cannibalism?
We told you he was.
Yeah, but I just had to see it.
Did
okay,
you
wait,
not
wait.
believe us?
Yeah, I didn't.
This is so appropriate to the story. This is cannibalism.
You know what? My next book is set in Florida, so yeah.
So
cool.
there you go.
I'll probably put
there
an
you
alligator. So
They might want to do something with this crocodile thing, or they could just put a saddle on it and have kids ride on it or something.
Are you gonna ride it?
I mean,
That's right.
maybe.
For 2,000 subscribers, Jesse will ride this alligator.
Fan project to ride that thing. So
Oh,
For
then somebody
2,000.
who's done math to do that.
Jesse, you are not snorting cinnamon, and you are not riding an alligator.
Oh, come
but
on.
you are going to get
For
your
2,000.
crack waxed. No,
2,000 subscribers.
only
maybe.
if you're with him.
Oh,
Oh, I'll go and take pictures.
Kenzie, how do you feel about co-hosting a podcast?
So we're going to survive.
that's what this is, huh?
Ride the alligator.
No. I mean, after the alligator eats these two, I'm gonna need a co-host.
I'm not gonna get eaten. That's what an 800mm lens is for.
Oh man. Okay, so
you're not gonna save Jesse?
Of course you're not gonna save me.
Why?
He would push me into the gator. He'd push me into him.
Right?
It was the same thing I would do to him.
I'm keeping Jesse between me and the gator because I can't get away very fast.
But SK, you'd be good bait.
See, here's how I know that SK and I would not survive in the wild at all, because we would use one another as bait whenever the chance came. Like,
that's intelligent. That's survival. You've got to do that. It's you or me. That's it.
Jesse would wake up. Why do I smell like bacon grease?
Oh my god. Oh my
I
god.
don't know.
I'm tied up. Shit.
Have you guys read Wiley's book, Catfish in the Cradle?
Mm-hmm.
We had him
Have you
on.
read it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know.
Mhm.
I've heard a bit of him. I'm reading it right now, and I love it. I love the mythology in it. And but yeah, the fact that the lead, the protagonist is, he basically does this, is that he hunts
Yes.
alligators.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah.
I keep waiting for like the big alligator to come, but he's got one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
I'm loving
It's
that
a-
book.
It's really good. Yours is my next read. So
And let's go back a little bit to your story, your book, Reception. Okay.
Mhm.
Without giving it all
Wait.
away. Without
Wait.
giving it all
I have a,
Okay, Becky, what's up?
I'm sorry. I have a question
Yes.
Okay.
first. Did you have part of it or a little bit that you wanted to read to us?
Oh, well, if you want me to.
Sure.
I do.
We voting on this.
Yeah, I don't want to read too much. I know that they've got like on the what is it, the Bold Moms blog, Mom Garcia's blog,
Mm-hmm.
that the intro's already on there. So I figured, I was looking at it, but when you asked earlier, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read a bit of it,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
like right after the chaos starts during the reception when they attack.
Okay.
And the protagonist, I have to say this, the protagonist, Ansley, she is suffering from what's called benzodiazepine withdrawal syndrome, which is she's getting off of like Ativan, and it is causing her to go through all of these basically drug withdrawals.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, so she's like experiencing like this crazy attack during the reception and having the symptoms at the same time. So I chose this passage while she's just like kind of standing there like watching all of this happening. But I figured I'd read this one. Okay?
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
I like it.
All right. So, all right. The screams and shouts grew watery and hollow. My headache had caused the area behind my eyes and across my forehead all the way to the back of my neck to tighten as if trapped there. Blood pulsed, thrumming in my ears. There was a faint ringing in one ear that just became louder in time to my breathing, which kept coming at me in sharp, painful puffs of air.
Mm.
I don't know if I was becoming weak with shock, but I felt as if my body had been filled with lead from the top of my head to the soles of my feet. I could feel something there, something happening to me. It started as a slight twinge in my right arm, just a little one, barely perceptible, almost like a tiny pinprick, a minute pinch, the kind you might feel whenever you draw blood through one of those ultra-fine baby needles. There was a pulsing pull, and I could feel something ripping from me. The colors, the smells, the noise all came around me at once so forcefully, I shuddered, gasping as my lungs filled again.
Wow.
And the pain, the searing burn of it on my right arm wrenched me back to what was happening in the dining hall. My arm had been sharply twisted, and one of the sisters who'd been sitting at my table, the plate licker, had grabbed it and was tearing at the flesh of the inside of my forearm with her blood-stained teeth. So many damn teeth. She managed to chew away a chunk of my forearm, not quite to the bone, but it didn't fucking matter. She was eating the meat of my arm. It was irrational, unbelievable, preposterously obscene. Even worse, she was watching me as she dug in, her bright green eyes glinting at me with mischievous light, like she was daring me to do something about it. Listen, I think one's natural inclination, instinctive even, when faced with such a painful dilemma, would be to pull the limb away from the lunatic standing there chowing down on it. You'd be wrong, of course. Consider what would happen if you pulled on it just as I stupidly did. The arm biter's teeth would snag on the tendons, tearing your arm further all the way to the wrist.
Yeah.
I was damn lucky, and I mean seriously lucky, said arm biter's teeth didn't reach an artery. I'll chalk that up to a miracle. Even still, my forearm felt as if it had been scraped raw with a vegetable peeler and then promptly dipped in a bowl of acid. The pain sent ripple of searing white-hot agony all the way up through my arm, up to the shoulder. Tears welled in my eyes, curtaining my line of sight in a watery red glow.
Ooh.
And that's it.
Ooh,
That's just what to read that.
I like, yeah, that's good. That's good.
I made my butt pucker.
Yeah. For those who want to know, if you get bit, if a dog bites your arm, you go into the bite. You push into the bite.
That's
of course,
right.
You try to get the jaw off, but you want to go in.
If a person bites you, just
punch them in the face.
Just poke their eyes out.
Yeah, gouge your eyes.
Gouge their eyes
yeah,
out.
there's after it, it's like this whole scene where she's fighting them and stuff, and I mean, it's crazy. It gets really nuts, but yeah.
Oh man,
it's
okay.
this really, there's something about this that kind of reminds me of From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, kind of got that vibe too.
But cannibals instead of vampires, and reception instead of titty bar. But there's something about it, that where you go in all innocent thinking everything's cool, and then things really go to shit.
Yeah. Well, it's funny that you say that because, my mentor, Jeff Strand, had said that it was unusual because half of the book is pretty calm. Just like, half of the From Dusk Till Dawn is like just a crime story.
Yeah.
Right.
And then halfway through it just goes completely batshit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, is there like a Salma Hayek character in that story? She gonna have like a snake, a python.
Only Jesse.
Well, I could have put a gratuitous stripper in it, but I don't think it would have vibed really well. But I could have had a bachelor party.
Wait. Let me tell you something about Texas.
I think revisions are in order here.
Texas loves titty bars. Texas loves titty bars. They're.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. And let me tell you.
Come on.
Florida.
An oil family would definitely, in the right situation, they could definitely get a stripper there. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe a sequel, maybe
while they're
a
eating
spin-off to the
people, do
story.
you really want to eat a stripper?
I'm thinking.
Yeah, let me just put a stripper there, to distract everybody, and then she turns into one of them, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
Do you really want to eat a stripper and don't answer that?
Yeah, there is TNA in it.
Maybe?
There is a little sex in it, so it's but no stripper. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
No Salma Hayek. I know.
Well, what about the family?
Y'all get over it.
I take it that the family's attractive, right? I mean, the family's not like some.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They're
There's
nice.
gotta be some lunatic drunk cousin who'll get up on a tabletop.
Actually, there are lunatic drunk cousins, so yeah.
Hey.
Okay. But see, there's an elephant in the room that we're not addressing here. You said this story is based off your sister's wedding?
No, the story isn't. No.
The place.
Oh,
the place.
I'm sorry.
The place.
The place. The story.
Uh-huh.
I'm hearing the same thing. I was looking for subtext.
You're hearing what you want to hear here, Jesse.
That's what I'm hearing. Okay. So, just to be clear, is there any? Did you do any? Is there something that we should know about this book?
I think what Jesse's trying to ask here is,
have you tried human
how
flesh?
did you research? How did you research the subject?
The cannibalism, I actually did research the subject.
How far did you go?
And to what extent?
Dark web?
Only the mythology, only the tribal mythology of cannibalism.
Oh,
but there was nothing. I put a little bit about Kuru, which is there was a tribe that was killed by bad meat, essentially, and it was from the brain.
Yeah.
In New Guinea?
Don't eat the brain.
Yeah.
Brain's bad.
Don't eat, isn't that funny? And and I put a little bit in there about that. Like they joke about like some cousins living in an RV, and they say don't go to them because they sell bad meat. It makes people it gives people the jitters, and that's Kuru. But yeah, that's the extent of the research.
You didn't put any Craigslist ads out there or anything?
Well, I could have done the method actor thing and actually hired
I mean,
a real life cannibal and said, okay, well, tell me what goes on.
I mean, you're in Florida.
Mhm.
I'm sure. there's a way.
I wouldn't.
Inception and see what happens.
Oh my Lord.
Actually, being in Florida, I mean, you must be aware of some real life cannibals, like when they're on bath salts and flocka.
Oh yeah, there was the bath salt guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that was the only story I ever heard about it, but it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest, especially in Polk County.
That is so scary.
It is. Yeah. It is. So I'm just fine where I am.
Yes. Yes.
I just hope I don't have a student like that. That's all I have to say.
Okay.
Oh Lord. Yeah.
Well,
no.
I gotta suspect that most cannibals aren't as polite as Hannibal Lecter.
Oh no. No either.
No, I wouldn't suspect that at all. Well, let's see. I mean, you already answered why horror. What is your favorite horror film?
Ooh, that's a hard one. Is there any particular subgenre, like any?
You can go anywhere.
Anyone.
Oh my God. Probably it really fluctuates. It's one of two, and it depends on the mood I'm in. I think it's either Alien or The Thing. John Carpenter.
Oh yes, thank
Nice.
you. He chose two really good movies.
Yeah, it goes between two. And I like Alien a lot because it's like somebody described it as kind of a haunted house monster movie in space, and I never looked at it the same way as that. And the atmosphere was it was so grueling intense.
Yeah.
And The Thing, of course, is paranoia. Like which one is are you real? What's gonna happen? So
man, I was watching The Thing, and that scene where they're testing the blood. Oh,
that's
God,
like my
good.
favorite scene of all time. That is my favorite scene. Yes, I love the blood test scene. Oh yeah,
that is
and the
good.
men get me loose.
So, there's a story that Veronica Cartwright was not in on the.
Yes, I know that story.
Yeah.
All of them, apparently, did not know about that scene, the dinner scene.
Right.
Yeah.
They did not.
And if you look at the reactions, they're just way too authentic.
They're real.
I mean, granted, good actors, they're terrific actors, but those reactions are just too suddenly authentic. Just blam, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And it makes me wonder what the script said. Did it say, and then alien pops up, or did it say alien bursts out of the chest?
Yes, it says that. So there was a producing team that got a hold of the script, and the one partner read it, and he got to the chest burster scene, and he was like, "Oh my God, we have to make this movie!" And he sent it off to his partner with a note that says, "Call me when you get to the part." And he's like, he goes, "What part?" He goes, "No, you'll know."
Right.
You'll know. And so. And so the partner calls him the next day, and he goes, "Yeah, this is pretty good." And he goes, "No, you haven't gotten to the part yet." And then, like an hour later, the partner calls up, "Oh my God, we have to make this movie."
That would make me. I would so want to be a part of it if I read that. So yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, me too.
I mean, that's how you produce a movie. Yeah. That's good, man.
Yeah, I really like, those are my two favorites. I really like foreign horror films too. I'm partial to them.
Train to Busan. What's the name of that movie?
Oh yeah, that was great, and it was funny and heartbreaking. I saw one recently that I really liked called Terrified.
Yes.
About the 3 haunted houses. Yeah, I love that one too.
3 haunted houses?
There are 3 of them in the same neighborhood. They're two semi-detached houses connected and one across the street. And they all have paranormal activity happening in each one of them, but they're all different.
Man.
And of course, they're always red herrings thrown in, like, okay, maybe there's a reason why this is happening, but not necessarily.
Huh.
So, but it's really scary. I don't usually get scared from movies anymore. I guess.
Yeah. Oh, damn! They didn't get the
but
Ghostbusters.
I don't at all.
It's scary. Yeah.
It is. Yes.
Man, that is.
You need to see that, Jesse.
I do.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay, I have to check.
Do you have Shudder? It's on Shudder.
It's on Shudder. Okay, I'll check it out. Well, what's the name of the movie again?
Terrified.
Terrified. Okay, I'll check it out. Probably maybe tonight,
Argentina.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Argentina. Okay. Cool. Now I understand you're on limited time because you got a job. You got a job. Do you still want to stick around?
Somebody does.
I think we're gonna go into the Romeo, that thing.
Wherefore art thou?
Yep.
Yeah.
We know exactly where he is. Or where
That's
he's
not
going.
what the word means. God.
Did this just happen?
This just happened. This broke news. It's pretty big on YouTube and Twitter right now because the guy is a famous tattoo artist with various celebrities and also YouTubers and Twitch streamers. So he's pretty known. Let me pull his stuff up. There's the image of him now on the screen. His name, I'm going to butcher it, Romeo Lacoste. But okay, here's what you got. Let me pull up this too. Here's the tweet that got him in trouble, or actually the DM that got him in trouble, which is from a girl that is coming out about him. Now, of course, if anyone comes out about someone with some allegations, I always ask, where's the proof? Can you show something? She shows something that you can't unsee. And you might go, man, is this fabricated? Well, we'll get to that in a bit. In his own words, we'll get into that. The tweet says, you're not down to do it sooner, ? Or you want us wait till you're 18? And she goes, haha, I'm down to do it sooner. Just didn't know if you wanted me to wait till I was 18. I mean, and then he goes on to sext her some pretty graphic stuff.
Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Ew.
Very gross stuff.
Look,
now,
I mean, God. Here's the thing. If you have to ask her age, she's too young.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
And here's the thing. Some people will be like, oh, well, it's fabricated. It's exact. You got to hear it in his own words. He does not defend himself very well. Now, I know Becky has the link to the article, but I'm about to play the actual interview, not the whole thing, just a part of it, okay? But he gives it away like right from the beginning. It's not. This is from what I'm about to play is the Romeo Lacoste interview on Drama Alert, okay, with Keemstar, all that. So here we go. Can you hear this? Let me turn up.
I hear a phone call.
Yep. He's waiting on the phone call with Romeo.
Oh.
Hello? Hey, what's up?
How's the volume?
First I want to say, dude, I was just watching your video. You're such an asshole, bro.
Let me turn up a little bit.
Why? Damn, man, like, I just feel like you should, like, you're supposed to be, like, sort of like a neutral kind of a guy who, like...
Well, I mean, that's why... Should we start this?
No,
I
like,
mean,
you're
that's why I have you on here.
But you're supposed to be reporting facts, not like fiction, you know? Not like opinions and not like stuff that's not proven yet, you know? Like, you're supposed to be a news channel where people go to like find out like cold hard facts. And I honestly, like, you just stopped me. I was literally just watching this video. Someone told me that you posted a video, so I was watching half of your video. I got half through it, and I mean, there's just so many loopholes as far as like stuff that wasn't even like fact checked, as far as You know, some
Let's
of the
skip
things
ahead
that
a little
were
bit.
going around about me. So,
He gives it away
I mean,
real
anyways,
soon.
that's just me kind of like getting. I want to say that some are real and some are fabricated.
Let me go back
So
1 second.
I think
Like we're just kind of free talking.
sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have
That's the
Romeo
part that I
on
told you
the
about.
line.
Here we
Romeo,
go.
you have some serious allegations against you. Are you guilty of these things?
Yeah.
I want to say that
Yeah.
some
Okay.
are real
That
and
pause
some are
right there
fabricated.
is all you need.
So,
That's right. Yeah.
It really is.
It gets better.
It gets better.
I think that the situation is out to make it look a lot worse than it really is. And I feel in today's social media and day and age with, Photoshop and, having multiple accounts and different kind of things, it's like really easy to sort of manipulate situations and make things look a lot worse than they really are.
Well, were you sexting with 14 and 15-year-old girls?
Okay, first, I don't really know much about Keemstar. I know he has some dirty laundry in his past too, whatever. We all do, I guess, in some way or the other. But I like how direct he was with that question. Just outright, were you sexting underage girls? Because that's why you're here. So, and here's the answer. Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. So
Done. That's
Well,
it.
Here's the thing.
Gross. Gross.
That's all you need. That's all you need. Well, here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Listen.
just to kind of get straight into that, and this will go first with my first comment. I was going to say, a lot of people have been asking me why I've deactivated my Twitter, and they're saying, dude, it makes you look guilty, blah, 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 blah. I don't think that people really understand, like, it's easy for someone to be on the other side of the keyboard and they want to be involved in something that they think is, very gallant, and they're doing, like, they're involved for something for the greater good by, like, calling someone out. But I just feel like when you don't know all the facts and people are kind of banding together and attacking someone.
What facts are we missing?
Well, first of all, I deleted my Twitter because of the immense amount of hate I was getting. And like I said, most people didn't know the full situation.
Why didn't you defend yourself on Twitter? Why didn't you put out a defense saying, hey, this is wrong, here's the full situation?
I mean, honestly, like, I could not even get a breath out on Twitter. Like, as my Twitter started blowing up,
I bet it did.
my girlfriend started getting hate mail, my brother, every one of my family members, like, stuff started going viral.
Yeah, but I mean, if you were innocent, why didn't you just put out a tweet saying, hey, this isn't true? We're looking into it. Like, I didn't send these messages. I mean, first of all, did you send these messages to these girls, 14 and 15? Were you sexting with them?
So here's one of the big loopholes is I don't know if you've seen,
There's loopholes?
like, the messages and all this stuff that's going on, but I've been accused of shit like this before, and there's like no proof that any of these girls were that age. It's just more like there's sort of like these fake accounts.
Well,
like,
okay, well, here's the thing. In the conversation that you had with the alleged girls, there's a part where you say, are you willing to do it before you turn 18?
Yes, so let me address that. So that, I'm not going to deny that was real, but...
That was real. I'm sorry. The reason why I'm laughing is because it's hilarious that the guy just outright said it. Like, that was real. Like, I said that. It's just like, dude.
Well, he said, I mean, in every article I've read, according to him, some of the leaked DMs are real, while others are fake.
And then later on,
and they're all bad, so it doesn't matter which ones were the real ones and which ones are fake, because they're all bad.
Which I'm not gonna play this whole interview, but
that's like saying I didn't kill the whole family; I only killed half the family.
That's so
Right.
wrong. And so,
It's a 30-minute interview, right? And within the first, we're only 5 minutes in. Within the 10-minute mark, you hear just about everything you need to know. I mean, if you want to know more about it, because he goes on
No.
and he says that what he's saying that it's a Photoshop and fake, but then Keem's like, wait, what is Photoshop and what is fake? Oh, well, none of it is. It's just rearranged in a way that wasn't how it was. It's like, okay, so it was Photoshop then? Because he says Photoshop, but then when he's questioned about the messages, the guy is like, yeah, I actually sent that. Which is like, thanks for being honest, but maybe you should have consulted with an attorney before you did anything. Wow. That is...
Yeah.
Okay, so... I mean, from what I get...
How old is this guy?
How
old is he?
How old is he now? I know he was 27 at the time he was doing this. He was 27 when he was doing this.
Oh, Jesus.
Old enough to know better.
Yes.
Really? I'm not so sure.
I know that. And he's. I see pictures. He's a grown man.
Yes.
He's also has a punchable face. So
He does.
Really.
He needs to be throat punched.
For some reason, the chicks...
He was born in 1989 in Canada. He's 30.
So, and from what I understand, the girls that were going toward to him or whatever, they were fangirls. They were fangirls. There were girls that found him very attractive. They were reaching out to him too, but he took advantage of the situation. He took advantage of them. He could have just said nothing. Don't interact with the groupies. Don't interact with the fangirls. I mean, it's just stop. Don't do that. Like. But he did, and now.
So there's a concept, and that I had clarified under completely different circumstances with my therapist, and that is the idea of what is taboo and what is not taboo, and it's an individual thing, right? There are certain women that are just literally off limits to me, and I have no sexual attraction to them because they are literally off limits. But apparently not everybody has a concept of what is taboo.
Apparently not.
Right.
Yeah.
Not at all. Yeah.
Well, you ought to gain one because it'll save you a lot of hassle and possible jail time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see Jill in his near future. And not much of a career.
He'll be giving tattoos to a whole new crowd.
Yep. I mean, he does have.
He'll be getting tattooed a bunch too.
Yep.
Yeah, with a whole different set of needles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, he'll get the gift that keeps on giving. He has tattoos all over. Man. I was just quoting that from a Jill.
He does. He looks
show.
like he's wearing a shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, the
he
guy
does.
has amazing work, but I mean, the guy is, and that's one of its. He tries to frame himself as the victim. He's like in this interview. This interview, what's going to happen is Keemstar. I'm sorry.
It's very common though. You know, they that's what they do is that they try to reverse it and make them feel vilified for what they did. It's like, but this isn't my fault. It's just.
Well, you know what? You know who that trait is very common among? Inmates.
Ah.
Of course.
Yes. Yes.
They'll fit right in.
He will.
Yep.
He will. Oh man.
No, there are no guilty people in jail.
Yeah. Man. Okay. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that in the chat? That's interesting. I think, like, you don't know who it's gonna be when you find out about stuff like this, but when you do, it's like, I mean, you've got a tattoo from him before, did business with him. Okay, you just didn't know. Now you know. It's like another thing. Can you separate the art from the artist? Well, now you kind of have to because the art's on your skin.
Right.
Cut the skin
And
off.
the artist might end up in prison. So
Yeah.
So I'm looking at Twitter. I'm looking at responses right now, and it's like there are a bunch of people saying, "I'm so glad I didn't get a tattoo from him."
Yeah.
The sort. the sort of sense of relief.
Yeah,
But
that's true too. But he has inked a lot of famous people too. Like I think Ariana Grande is one. Ninja on Twitch. I think I'm not sure if Keen got a tattoo.
Oh,
from him.
what's his name?
Who?
That,
Oh yeah, what's his name? Yeah, totally.
Justin Bieber or
Justin
whatever
Bieber.
his name is.
Of course.
Uh,
Justin Bieber would cry if he got a tattoo.
he has tattoos.
Well,
Well,
Yeah.
Okay,
Justin Bieber has
but he
access,
still probably he had to.
Maybe tattoo.
Right.
but he
you
has
know he's
access to
right.
painkillers. You know, he has access to so much drugs that he probably doesn't even feel the pain when he gets a tattoo. Have you heard what happens at the Bieber house? It's crazy over there, man. It's a whole other world.
are
I
you
must
saying
confess to not-
Bieber or Beaver?
Bieber.
I don't really keep up with the Beavers.
The Beavers?
Beavers.
Beavers.
No, the Beavers.
Wow, this conversation just went a whole different direction.
It did.
Yes, it did.
Happens every time.
Now we gotta.
It probably was my fault, and that usually happens too.
Now we got a new segment coming up, and Miss Kenzie, if you have to leave because of things you got to take care of, you feel free to just
Like
let us know.
sleeping.
Yeah,
Well, I gotta go. It was
Okay.
really nice talking to you.
it was
so.
great having you on.
Great
Kenzie.
having you on the show.
Please come back.
We're gonna have you
I
back
will.
on. We're gonna have you back on.
Beg-
We got to do the
Yeah,
top
Becky's
10.
getting big.
We got to do the top 10 cereals, and you have no idea the pre-show chatter. It was like, okay, we got to do this because we got into it. So yeah,
Cereals
All
are
right.
serial killers.
Cereals.
And
cereal.
don't forget Weetabix. I told you about that.
Not Weetabix. No.
No,
No.
Weetabix are horrible.
Blah.
Probably
Cold
not
All right,
good.
Orange.
let's talk to you.
The only
Bye.
way Weetabix will make it on the
Bye.
list if we're doing the top worst cereals. But yeah, great having you on,
That
Kenzie.
would be another thing.
Bye.
Take it easy.
Bye, Kenzie.
Okay, let's go into Creeper Alert. Got a brand new scene for this one. It looks cool. Got a Facebook thing. Got a red alert thing. Everything's fucked. And we're talking about a Facebook creeper. And what I'm about to show is it's a message and stuff. But guess what? If you message something, you put something on Facebook, it's pretty much public. So here we go. Creeper
Whether
Alert.
you expect it to be or not.
Right.
go.
Surprise.
Warning, warning. Patrick Michael. This might be someone's grandpa. This is someone's grandpa. Grandpa's off his meds right here. Who is Patrick Michael, Becky? Who is this guy?
I don't know him personally, thank God. This is not one that was friends with me, but a good friend of mine this morning messaged me and asked me if I knew him, and I said, nope. And I said, why? And so she sent me a screenshot of a post that she had made,
Yeah.
and his comments were on it.
Yes. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So your friend...
That's not even a fucking PM. Jesus Christ. That's just in the comments.
No, it's
It's in the
not.
comment section.
It's in there. I mean, it's really there.
This is not a...
Out
this,
there.
This doesn't even look like a throwaway account. This looks like an actual account. You know,
It is an actual account, and he's supposedly a poet.
Is he now? Well, he has a way of words. Would you on this is his response to on some posts? Would you like to suck my cock? What?
I just found it. I just found his profile.
Is it good? Would you?
How do you mean good?
I mean, should we take a gander?
Oh, he's claiming. Guess what his defense is? Come on.
That
Let's do a poll. What's his defense?
that he,
He was
the
drunk?
victim. Yeah, he was the drunk. That he.
You're
was
getting
high.
warmer. You're getting warmer. You're
Oxycontin?
getting warmer. Getting
He's off his
warmer.
meds.
Off his med?
Hacked.
Oh,
That
hacked.
he was hacked.
Hacked. Of course. You know what? Let's look at his account real fast. Somebody hacked my Facebook account. If it happens again, I'll close my account. Dude, you were just drunk that night. Let's you know what?
I don't even think that bullshit.
Facebook is public. Let's go and take a look at that.
Somebody told me that this is not the first time that this has happened with him.
Of course it is.
Well, that was me telling you that. I've seen exactly those exact comments made in PMs to other people. Somebody else posted that a couple of days ago. I don't know.
All right. I am taking a look at his...
his posts are really pretty innocent, actually.
Yeah, his posts are nothing, but I mean...
All right. So, yeah, on his account, someone hacked my Facebook account. If it happens again, I'll close my account. And they messaged me, of all people... Shit. Message everybody. Okay, this is good stuff. So everything else does look pretty instant. Good morning, all. Now I have a question. Okay, so his Facebook account got hacked, and they sent private messages to people, but this was not a private freaking message. It wasn't.
Yeah. And
this was on a post.
It was.
Was it a public post?
It was a public post. He must be fans of the Panic Room Radio, because that's what it was on. I guess he really likes Xtina, or maybe he likes James Longmore. He must have a thing for James Longmore.
Oh, good lord!
I should
they're
ask,
about the same age, right?
Yeah. And maybe I think if we get Patrick Michael on the show to explain himself.
No,
I gotta get like Keemstar levels and start just like getting people on here and start like asking direct questions. Were you trying to perp on James Longmore? Is that what this is? Were you trying to ask James Longmore to go fellatio on you? I mean,
as long as he doesn't send James a dick, as long as he doesn't send James a dick pic, he'll probably live to tell about it. But James might kill him if he sends him dick pics.
Wow.
That looks like it's the first time he was hacked, huh? Like
Filament 11.
Everything else is just nothing. But a lot of people are showing this.
So I knew this guy from some groups that I was in a couple of years ago that, was a really sweet, nice guy in all of his comments. But then privately, he would sometimes literally get off his meds, according to accounts that I heard. He would literally get off his meds, and then he would get super creepy.
Yep.
And
I should pause right now.
It does happen, and if some people they have issues, and if they're not managed, they can do shit that they will definitely regret, that they don't necessarily have a lot of control over.
Well, yeah, that happens.
And some people are just really good at hiding it.
I mean, so look, are you thinking Patrick Michael was off his meds? Like he?
I don't know. What I'm saying is, and guess what? This is a great segue into Real Monsters and our topic this week.
Oh yeah,
the Green River Killer.
Oh, was he a grandpa too?
Yes.
He was a grandpa.
I don't know if he was that old, but he was definitely middle aged.
No way.
So he could have been. He could have been by the time he was caught.
Huh.
But this guy covered. So he had a wife. He was actually married 3 different times. He had kids. He had nieces and nephews who all thought he was great. Nobody suspected a thing, and when he was finally arrested, they didn't actually believe it. They thought the police got the wrong guy.
Wait. Isn't the Green River Killer the guy that was like drowning all these college kids?
He didn't drown them.
Okay.
But they he was called the Green River Killer because that's where the first victims were discovered, was in the Green River.
Okay. Wait.
But he killed prostitutes mostly.
Oh, okay. Wait, because Becky told me about the story about during the October Blitz about some college kid who was like found dead in the river with a happy face or whatever.
Oh, the happy face killers.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm thinking about the happy
Yeah,
face
it's
killers.
different.
Okay.
That's a different thing.
Okay, we gotta talk about that later too. Okay. So
Yeah, so the point is that some people are very adept at hiding their true natures.
So are you saying that Mr. Michael here could be more than we know? Patrick Michael could be more. I don't know. I think
Hypothetically speaking,
but-
theoretically speaking, it's entirely within the realm of possibility. I don't know him.
Yeah.
I don't know his public life. I don't know his personal life.
Mhm.
I'm just saying that some people are very skilled at putting up a front that masks their true nature.
I think I know what happened here. I think I
Yeah?
know. Because I'm not. I
Lord.
don't know if I. Wait, do we know if Patrick Michael is even a fan of the Panic Room Radio? I don't know if he is, but I think
I would say if he is, he ain't now.
I think he just saw their artwork because the Panic Room Radio has some nice artwork, and maybe he was drunk
Yeah,
that
they
night
do.
and he was just flirting with what he saw that looked like a 50s pinup girl. I didn't know Grandpa would have that vulgar language, but damn, yeah, to him.
Yeah, maybe he had some World War II flashbacks to, B-17 nose art.
Yeah. I like that.
And by nose art, I mean art
Yeah.
painted on the nose of bombers.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
You kiddies who don't know.
Let me go to the Panic Room Radio page. Let's go plug them out real fast.
They have great artwork, by the way. Yeah,
They do. I see that, and I'm like, man, the cabaret theme that works so well. How come I didn't think of that? And I'm like, I can't just shoehorn that in now. It'd be too obvious. Okay, we just need grungy strip club, but no.
And thank you, by the way.
Thank you
For
for
what?
what? Now I'm doing grungy strip club.
No.
Here's their
We're
artwork.
just saying that their artwork's good.
Oh, their artwork is good.
Oh, did you make it?
Pretty much all of it, yeah.
Oh shit. Then
Well, we
then
have to change our opinions, don't we?
then I've to be like
Shut up, ass.
Becky, we need to start pumping out other stuff now. I know we don't want to trample on the cabaret thing, but maybe we could do like goth babes or something. Shit, I mean, come on now. Let's be artistic about this. Yeah. See, if I was a grumpy ass old man off my meds and drunk a little bit, I would be like, I could see how he could just comment on this stuff. Maybe I don't know.
I wonder if he tried to PM Betty Boop.
I don't know.
Betty, come on, Betty. You know you want to.
So I should have said this at the beginning. Don't harass this guy. I mean, now
Yeah.
I'm not advocating for you to harass him or mess with him or anything like that. Yeah, he had a creeper moment. He did some stuff. He's to me right now. He just appears to be like the grumpy old man that says something crazy at the park. Maybe flicks you off. Maybe he's a little bit of a pervert. I don't know. But it happens. Just. But now you know. Be aware. If he's on your friends list, think about that, I guess.
Keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
Get off my lawn.
Mm-hmm.
I can see you just screaming that.
Yeah. See, I could be a grumpy old man. I can't wait. Like, when I'm like 75,
There's no need to
80.
There's no need to
What do you
wait,
mean?
Jesse.
am I not grumpy now?
What do you mean you? What? No.
I'm grumpy now.
No, you're not grumpy. No, you're not.
I tell the neighborhood kids to get the F off my yard. And I bring out the Nerf
You
guns.
do not.
I bring out the Nerf guns all loaded up.
They'll just steal
You
They'll just steal your darts, man. Don't do that.
Well,
You bring out the
Super soakers
Nerf
with ice
gun.
water. Remember, we've gone over this.
well,
The universal weapon.
You
Super
bring out the
soakers
Nerf
with ice.
guns because you want to play with them.
but all I'm trying to do is return their Nerf darts back to them. No,
Okay.
I know I'm joking, but actually, it's pretty cool over here. Sometimes I go out in the front yard. There's all these like Nerf darts in the front yard, and because of I don't know, just crazy Nerf wars. It's fun stuff. Fun stuff. So yeah, that's cool. Man, we kind of went through the show material right now. Man, you got anything else? Got anything else? Got any
me?
announcements? Yeah, any announcements?
Real Monsters, Thursday night.
Green River
The
Killer.
Oh,
Green
do we
River
have to?
Killer. Yes, you
Oh,
are
okay.
required. You are legally obligated to participate.
Okay. No, okay. It's an awesome show. I really do like it, though, really.
There won't be a show this Friday. I mean, I can't do it because work stuff. But
Why didn't you tell me this?
I'm telling it now.
Thank you.
I'm telling you now.
Do we have somebody scheduled?
Yes.
Maybe. So maybe SK can stream it. Maybe he could. I mean,
Can you do it Saturday?
Who's our guest?
One of the Deaf Head press guys.
Oh,
And I'm not-
them, man.
Shit ass.
Just in case they happen to be listening, I wanted to get that in.
well,
Oh my God.
they just so happen
Jared
to
will
be.
kick your butt.
So does that mean you want to host it then? Because I mean,
Absolutely.
you could. I mean, just throw on a Deadman's Tome background and you're fine. All right.
Yeah, I
so
can
guess,
provide you with the background.
I guess there would be a show on Friday. Look at that. Look at that. Plenty. Look at that.
Maybe
We're
we
good.
get
You
Wes
mean
to
to
jump
tell
in.
me? You mean to tell me that you're gonna leave me and SK to rep
Unsupervised?
Deadman's Tone unsupervised?
Yeah. Yeah. I
The
trust
last
you guys.
ever Dead Man's Tome.
You guys could operate this.
And
Yes, we
he
can. We
asked
can-
us on Saturday why we
we
got
can
banned
operate
from
it
life.
right into the ground.
And then he will ask us Saturday why we got banned off of YouTube permanently.
SK just had to go helicoptering, didn't he? He just had to show everybody. He just had to show
Oh
everybody.
my God! No!
I
That is not an
Personally, I
image
prefer
of
motorboating, but whatever.
SK, you have to wear pants on Friday.
Can
Well.
we talk about this offline?
Yeah, I think we will. I think we will. Gotta have an intervention. All right. Well, I think this is a short episode, guys, ladies. If you enjoyed this, press the like button, subscribe, share.
Tell your friends.
You know what? You know what?
Pretend
If you
have-
didn't like it, push the like button and subscribe.
Anyway, that's right. You know what? And share this. I'm curious. Share this episode with like someone who likes horror or writing, or someone who just likes to have a good
Poems.
time. Yeah. All right. Y'all take it easy.